I made a list of my favorite 8 Dhar Mann videos I've been in. Hey, it's Katherine Norland. You guys have been begging me and begging me and begging me to do a video about my favorite Dhar Mann videos. So every single time I get on a live stream, somebody asks, what is the favorite Dhar Mann video you've been in? And I have to tell you, I looked through like 70 or 80 of them, and I have to tell you, I couldn't narrow it down to one. So this is not even a 10th of the videos I've been in. I'm gonna go backwards. It's gonna be a countdown to what I guess ultimately is my favorite video. And guys, as I read these titles, this may not be the exact title of what it's called on YouTube, where you write the description of the title, but it's what the title was on the thumbnail. So I'm giving you the thumbnail titles, just so you know. If you go, I looked for those specific words and couldn't find, it'll come up. You'll find it. Number 8, sister refuses to move out and get a job. The reason this is one of my favorites is because it was so fun that day on set. We had such a good time. Me and Colin and Chaz and Mare and Rushi was directing that day. We just had a blast. It was a great cast and a great crew, and we were laughing so much, and the way it was written and the way like Mare was playing her character, we just thought we're like, this is gonna be the first Dhar Mann comedy. This has got to be a comedy. And we just thought it was so funny. It felt like it was written like one. So it was kind of, we had such a fun time on set. I don't know if the other actors felt this way, but when I finally saw it, I was like waiting for the laugh track, but they put like dramatic music with it. And I was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have played it so funny, because they really tried to make it a drama. But for us, while on set shooting it, it was kind of a comedy. I apologize, Dhar, if we ruined your vision on that one, because it was just so much fun. I don't know, it was just so much fun. Mare eating the croissants in that video. Take after take after take, different angles after different angles, different angles. She is eating that croissant, and of course it comes time to order lunch, and she is like, I'm not hungry. And then it was like weeks later I worked with her, and somebody was something about croissants, and she was like, oh my God, don't even talk to me about croissants, because she had to eat so many ham and cheese croissants in that video. It was funny. Number 7, husband demands divorce, lives to regret every word. Did you guys see that one? This is when we shot at the penthouse. It was one of my earlier ones, I suppose. I just love this character. She was so sweet and thoughtful. And you guys, look at the scenario about how they both have something to tell each other. What if she went first? If she said first, he would have zipped his lip. He would have dumped his side chick. I mean, or not. He might have stayed with her and been unfaithful, and she would have been in this bad marriage and not know, because he would just be with her for the money. Or he would have divorced me and gotten half the money. Oh, I just loved how that one turned out. And I love how when he's like forcing the divorce upon her, even though she was in so much emotional pain, she was asking the right question. She was cognizant enough, okay, so if I sign this, you won't have any rights to any of my money, right? So, no, he won't. Then we could share. You see? So you see, I won the lottery. drop the mic. You get nothing. Okay. Number 6, busy husband neglects wife and family. This is so common in our culture. I thought this was an important video for people who are striving to get success. I mean, they're trying to keep up with the Joneses and as they say, well, yeah, they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. And so many people, I mean, luckily this husband came around and he saw the light of day and he you know, attempted to get back with his wife and make up for it. But how many people lose their families because the families just get tired of being neglected? They get tired of being second place. They get tired of putting your work over somebody else. So I thought that was an important one. Number 5, mom shamed for breastfeeding on an airplane. How many of you guys loved that one? That was so fun. It was my first time with the principal speaking role shooting on an airplane. It might have been my first ever airplane. I don't know, maybe I did extra work on an airplane when I started out. I don't remember, but okay. Did you guys love Shantae in that video or what? Shantae she was bringing so much attitude. And when she was doing it on set, I'm looking at her like, that's too much. That's like, this is like over the top. This is over, like that's too much. But when I saw it cut together, I was like, oh no, she was perfect. She was perfect. Do you guys know anybody like that with, did you see those stank looks she was giving me? Stank looks she was giving the baby? Oh man, she was funny. It was just perfect. And I love the earnestness of this character. And this is a real issue. So many people face that. Put in the comments if anyone has ever given you dirty looks or said something to you when you've been breastfeeding. Man. Oh, and talk about another drop the mic moment. Loved the line that I said something like, when you are ready to eat your lunch in the bathroom, then I'll breastfeed there. Drop the mic. I'm walking out, everyone on the plane is clapping for me, and I just felt like, I loved how that one turned out. Okay, number 4. This woman is being evicted from her home. And I got to do aging. I got to age like 15 or 20 years in that. And, you know, I did my own makeup and hair. And I just love the pay it forward story. When we give and we're selfless and we don't ever think about being paid back, it's like, you never know how God's going to bring this blessing back into our lives. We reap what we sow. And being generous when you can. When you can be generous, lavish it on people, because, you know, someday you may need help later in life. And this is one, for a while, like last year when I had people tell me, when people were always telling me the videos that impacted them the most, this was one of them. This was one of the 3 they would always bring up of videos that impacted them the most. And this is like the money, the kid that I gave money to, he never forgot what I did to him. And he remembered me, and when I needed it, and that boy was all grown up, he paid me back. And I mean, there's somebody in my life who did something for me that I'm not ready to reveal yet, that I would love to pay back like Motown's character did and pay off their house, whatever. Maybe you'll hear about that someday when I'm ready to reveal that. But one of the cool things I want to say about this, and it's kind of a side note, but I met Motown, the boy actor that I helped that grew up to be the man actor that paid off the house. Met him working on Dhar Mann sets, and then we got to, you know, Dhar Mann used to have like a Christmas holiday dinner at the end of each year, and we didn't do it 2020 for the first time because of COVID, but I sat by Motown and we got to be talking, and I found out he was a screenwriter, and I said, send me your script, because I was actually looking for scripts, looking to move into directing, maybe do a little less acting. I know, don't worry, I'm not going to totally quit acting, but I do have other things I like to do, and I want to maybe move into the directing realm. So we were talking, and I read his script, and I was like, something about it really resonated with me. So since that dinner, around Christmas time, 2019, Motown and I have been collaborating on his script. I'm not going to tell you the title yet. It's too early. But we're going to make this movie together, and it's probably going to be my directorial debut for a feature film. So stay posted. I'm going to tell you more about that, but that's one of those beautiful collaborations that with someone I would not have met had it not been for the Dhar Mann videos. And I think it might be the first one I worked with Motown. So pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, number 3, husband abandons wife suffering from cancer. Did you guys see that one? Oh, there's this wife coming home from being so sick from having chemo. And what is her husband doing? He's packing boxes. Him and his hussy little girlfriend, who happens to be my friend, they were planning to just move out. And he was planning to just ditch me while I'm at chemo. Who does that? Who does that? I did my own hair and makeup for the 3 different looks, and I did as much research as I could to play a cancer patient. And you know, sometimes when I get roles like this, I sometimes worry about whether it's going to come across natural. But again, again we get into this sowing and reaping, kind of like the last one, but in a different way. What emotional stuff are we putting out there? He was putting out, I'm going to ditch you for somebody better because you're going through a hard time. But what happens? What he sowed, he reaped back. He leaves his wife because he doesn't want to deal with it, going through cancer. Same thing happens to him. His little girlfriend leaves him because he's going through cancer, because she doesn't want to put up with him going through that. So, you know what? What he did came right back to him. And you know what? I love how it turned out. Making the decision not to go back to him, even though he had done her wrong and left her during the most difficult time of her life, the most difficult thing she could have ever gone through. I love that they wrote her in a way where she still had compassion for him. She still, even though he had done her wrong, she was being the bigger person. And, you know, that's one thing that I admire about the Dhar Mann videos. Yeah, it's like a lot of times he's really showing us the proper way to respond even when we've been hurt. And these are lessons that we can call upon and remember when we're going through a hurtful situation. We can go, you know what, when this, you know, ex-husband comes back to me and is like, can we try again? I could be mean or nasty. And I've had that response in some of the other videos, when some of the other mean husbands have left me, and I've got to be snippy back with them about, you know, kind of rubbing their face what they've done and how it came back to them. But there's something really that I liked about how sweet and genuine I decided to play her at the end of, you know what, she's a good person ultimately, and she didn't let what he did to her cause her to be bitter, and she was going to continue being a good person. Okay, my second favorite Dhar Mann movie that I've ever been in is Evil Foster Care Mother Mistreats Kid. Did you guys see that one? Oh my gosh, I just love this one. It breaks my heart when I see children mistreated or hurt. or neglected or abused. See, I can't even talk about it. Like, if I hear reports on the radio about somebody being neglected or hurt, I can't hear it. I can't watch the news. I can't listen. It just, oh. So for me, this was one of the most real videos I've ever done. It's definitely a departure from the kind of videos I had been in all up to this. I just felt like this was like, it was more real. It was more gritty. It was an intense topic. It wasn't just like, you're being mean, you're bullying, you're cheating, you're this or you're that. So it's an intense topic, and even showing like the drunk and abusive father raising his hand to me, or the little girl cowering in the corner and showing like the black eye. Yeah, she had, you know, just the bruising makeup and the stuff that they did. So we had a makeup artist on set for that. I have to tell you something funny. Sometimes I get all into planning these characters, and I'm thinking about, you know, this is one I was working out with my acting coach, Tim, God rest his soul. And he was like, I think your character needs a scar. Yeah, if he's an abusive husband, you know, you're gonna need a scar from past stuff he's done to you. And then the scene where he's hitting you, you know, we worked out this whole elaborate thing where, so funny, I decided so when he does the backhand at me, you guys saw it, had glasses on. He backhands me, and then I go flying to the ground. I don't think they showed that part. Bless you, sweetheart. Bless you. You were sneezing? Bless you. You were sneezing. I go flying to the floor, and in my mind, and so I had worked out this elaborate thing, which I didn't like ask for permission. I just like, this is how I'm gonna do it. So Rushi's so great. He's like, okay, we'll try it. So I had the glasses on, and I decided that when he backhanded me, that would be when I got the scar. So bless you. Now you're fake sneezing. You're fake sneezing because you want me to say bless you. Bless you. You're silly. So I got this scar stuff, and I made this scar right here. You guys have to watch the video. I don't even know if they did a close-up. I think 99% of the people couldn't even see the work I did to putting this scar here. And so in my mind, when he hit me, he broke my glasses, I went flying to the ground, and Rushi, you know, he loves to do these shots, and so he did this shot where he showed me laying on the ground through my crack. I took a pair of my glasses and I brought a hammer and we broke the glasses, and he did this shot looking through the broken glasses and seeing me laying there. Cinematic. Guess what? It ended up on the, excuse me, is this my video or your video? It's my video. So I'm gonna be the one talking. I'm gonna be the one talking because it's my video. So they didn't even use the shot. I was like, darn it. That was a cool shot, but you know, they have to like cut out. They have to cut, because they have to keep audience retention, so you'll keep watching it. So any shot that they deem unnecessary, it's gotta go. So I understand that. That happens all the time in Hollywood. But so in my mind, I had this cool shot with the broken glasses, and then I had this scar. So when I do the scene where I come to get my daughter, I had this scar. I didn't know. I should have thought this through. I should have done the scar like above the eyebrow or below the eyebrow. But I did this scar through here, and it's this glue stuff. And when I went to peel the scar off, it took a whole section of my eyebrow with it. So for like 3-4 months after we shot that, I had a section of eyebrow missing because my acting coach and I decided it would be cool to have a scar. Okay, that's like some of the behind the scenes stuff you guys would not have known about. But love that video, real life topic. Okay, the number one favorite Dhar Mann video I've ever been in. Say hi, Dhar Mann fam. Say hi, Dhar Mann fam. Okay, you can just wave. That's good too. Favorite Dhar Mann video that sums up the heart of Dhar Mann and who he is. Bride refuses to walk down the aisle. Did you guys see that one? I was Lynn's mom in that one. That story is so heartwarming. Imagine being a little girl and always imagining your wedding, always imagining your dad walking you down the aisle, that your dad would always be there. And here comes your wedding day, and it's this bittersweet moment because you're about to marry the man that you love, but your dad is not there to give you away. But he sort of is. He said his heart would always be with her. And then I introduce her to Carl. God rest his soul, Carl. When her dad died, he was an organ transplant donor. So when her dad died, his heart went to Carl, who was on the list of needing a heart transplant. So Carl comes, meets the daughter, and he takes her with her dad's heart in his body, which gave him life, and walks her down the aisle. Such a beautiful story, and just how a death can bring forth life if you're an organ donor, that you're not using those organs anyway. Please, everybody, sign up, become an organ donor, save lives. We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives. Save someone's life. Man, when I saw that video, I cried. And now when I watch it, it just means even more because we have this cherished memory with this amazing actor, Carl, who was one of the finest, kind, and selfless men I have ever met. So guys, that's my top 8 Dhar Mann videos that I've ever been in. Did you like this video? Do you want me to do more like this? Because I have a few more ideas of, I could do the Dhar Mann videos that actually had something to do with my personal life. I could show you the Dhar Mann videos that were shot at my house, since a lot of you are like, house tour. I have ideas for a couple. I could show you the Dhar Mann videos that are my favorite that I'm not in. What do you guys like this kind of stuff? Because you guys have been asking me. I've been doing Dhar Mann videos for 2.5 years, and I've never, in the all this time I've had my channel, I've never done a video specifically talking about Dhar Mann. So if you like this, give it thumbs up, share it, and put in the comments any ideas that you would want to see, that you would want me to touch on, favorite working relationships, I don't know what it would be. So tell me if you want me to do more of these Dhar Mann videos, and I'm challenging you to live true, love hard, and shine bright. Hey there, it is Katherine Norland. I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys think that this video would bless somebody else or that they need to hear it, please hit the share button. And there's a little bell button too, where you can be notified whenever I have a video that comes out so you don't miss a thing. I appreciate you guys. Remember, always live true, love hard, shine bright, and I will see you in the next video.